Hello and a very warm welcome to Game On. I'm Meha Bharadwaj. Alter the games in the IPL are coming in fast. It's already match number 14 and it's between two teams that have seen contrasting fortunes so far. Mumbai Indians versus the Rajasthan Royals. Let's set up that game for you. A humdinger potentially as Mumbai Indians host Rajasthan Royals at the Wankhede Stadium. And a homecoming of sorts for Hardik Pandya, who 2 years ago departed from the franchise where he made his debut in 2015 and with whom he became a star all-rounder. The question is, how will the Wankhede crowd respond to Pandya, given that he left them to go to Gujarat Titans for 2 seasons and then made a U-turn to come back to Mumbai Indians, but only on the condition that he be made captain. Add on the alleged rift in the camp and the fact that MI have lost both their games under Pandya to sit at last on the points table, and this evening's game at the Wankhede is shaping up as something else. For MI, the problems are in the batting and bowling. A stunning collapse in Game 1 against Gujarat Titans saw Mumbai Indians chase fall away in a hurry. And then, in pursuit of a record target of 277 against Sunrisers Hyderabad, while a few batters did stand up, there was not enough firepower from the big names. Missing Suryakumar Yadav, who remains out due to injury, MI have not gotten the best out of Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan and Hardik Pandya, and this has left the likes of new face Naman Dhir, Tilak Verma and Tim David to do the heavy lifting. So against a superb bowling attack like RR's, the challenge will be huge for MI. Their bowlers are struggling, as evident by SRH posting the highest total in IPL history. Only Jasprit Bumrah stands out, with Gerald Kudzia going at over 10 per over in his first IPL season. Piyush Chawla conceding runs at 13 per over, and each of the other bowlers used so far in the season going at 10 plus. MI are hampered by injuries and a lack of spinners, and how they plan to stop RR's batters today remains to be seen. While Yashasvi Jaiswal and Jos Buttler have yet to fire, they are a formidable duo. The last time Jaiswal played against MI, he smacked 124 of 60 deliveries. And Buttler, who also has plenty of success at the Wankhede. Sanju Samson there is, who's the captain. He loves hitting spinners. Riyan Parag has been a revelation at number 4 this season. And there is depth in the lineup with Shimron Hetmeyer, Dhruv Jurel and even Ravi Chandran Ashwin, who hit 3 sixes in his previous innings. And yet, more than the RR batters, is their bowlers who pose a bigger threat to MI. In Trent Bolt, Nandre Berger, Sandeep Sharma, Ashwin and Yuzvendra Chahal, Rajasthan have the ideal bowling attack to take down MI on the Wankhede surface. All the more reason for you to tune into this evening's match. Will RR make it 3 wins in a row to top the table, or will the perennial slow starters Mumbai Indians find a way past them? And will Hardik Pandya find redemption at the Wankhede? So much to look forward to. The pressure will be on Hardik Pandya and his captaincy. Is he going to give the first over to Jasprit Bumrah to bowl? He hasn't done that in the last 2 games, but has also come under scrutiny, come under criticism due to that. Will he do it today? That's interesting to see. Also, the fact that he's promoted himself as the new ball bowler. Will he continue to do that? Or we're going to see some changes tonight? So much to look forward to. Okay, now after 2 barnstorming batting performances that very nearly topped IPL 2024 leaders Kolkata Knight Riders and then made a mockery of Mumbai Indians bowling last week, Sunrisers Hyderabad's big batters were stifled by Gujarat Titans in Ahmedabad yesterday. SRH posted a total of 182 for 8 in their 20 overs, with no batter reaching 30, after which host Gujarat won by 7 wickets with 5 deliveries remaining. The win put Shubman Gill's team at 4th on the points table and shifted SRH down to 5th. Back at the venue where he smashed a terrific 137 against India on November 19, 2023 to take Australia to the ODI World Cup title, Travis Head made 19 of 14 balls as SRH failed to cash in after skipper Pat Cummins opted to bat. Mayank Agrawal, Abhishek Sharma, Aiden Markram and Heinrich Klaasen all were dismissed between scores of 16 and 29 as the GT bowlers, in particular Mohit Sharma, choked the batters. A late assault from Abdul Samad, who hit 29 of 14 balls, helped SRH to a total that was short of par with Mohit's performance of 3 wickets for 25 runs, earning him the Player of the Match award following Gujarat's victory. GT eased to a comfortable win by 7 wickets, with Wriddhiman Saha once again playing a brief but impactful role of 25 from 13 balls. Skipper Shubman Gill contributing a vital 36 of 28, impact player Sai Sudarshan scoring 45 of 36, and South African David Miller finding form with 44 of 27, including the winning hit for 6. SRH captain Cummins held himself back until the 11th over and dismissed Sudarshan in his 3rd over, by which time GT were cruising at 138 for 2. After the loss, Cummins had this to say. He said it was a good match, but we got 10 to 15 less. They bowled well. Losing a couple of wickets meant we couldn't get a batter not getting 50 plus. That was the difference. Today it was a case of wanting to start bowling late based on the conditions. Right, in Game 2 of Sunday's double-header, it was Delhi Capitals who earned their first win of IPL 2024 by toppling defending champions Chennai Super Kings, who slipped from top spot to second on the points table. This was a victory shaped by DC's batters, who cut the score to 191 for 5, and then Seamers Khalil Ahmed and Mukesh Kumar, who shared 5 wickets between themselves in the team's 20-run win in Visakhapatnam. David Warner top-scored with his 66th IPL 50. And Rishabh Pant scored his first half-century since returning to cricket, while Prithvi Shaw marked his first appearance of IPL 2024 with an innings of 43 of 27 balls. Shaw was reunited with Warner for the first time this season and kick-started DC's solid start, striking 4 fours and 2 sixes. Warner was his usual self, finding the gaps and using his crease to offset CSK bowlers during his knock of 52 of 35 balls in an opening stand of 93 in 9.3 overs. It took a stunning one-handed diving catch from Matisha Pathirana to get Warner, but the tone had been set, and this allowed Pant, who batted at number 3 instead of Mitchell Marsh, to smash 3 sixes in his 51 from 32 balls. An absolutely brilliant comeback from Rishabh Pant. Much needed. In his 3rd match itself, he hit a 50. Pathirana was at his best with the ball in hand too, nailing some searing Yorkers to pick Marsh and Tristan Stubbs in 1 over after taking the wicket of Pant. Set a target of 192, CSK never got going as Khalil's left-arm pace accounted for skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad for just 1 run and Rachin Ravindra for 2 of 12 balls. Ajinkya Rahane's 45 of 30 balls held up one end, but a turnaround in CSK's fortunes seemed unlikely as the asking rate increased. Akshar Patel kept runs to a minimum before he took a cotton bowl catch off New Zealander Daryl Mitchell, who made 34 of 26 balls, and even Ishant Sharma, he bowled well in helpful conditions to apply the pressure. But it was the introduction of Mukesh late in the 2nd innings that snuffed out the chase. Brought in to bowl the 14th over, Mukesh dismissed Rahane and Samir Rizvi of back-to-back deliveries as CSK's asking rate skyrocketed. And from there, the big guns Shivam Dube and Ravindra Jadeja were completely shut down. Only a throwback cameo from MS Dhoni, who clubbed 3 sixes in his unbeaten 37 of 16 balls, gave CSK fans reason to cheer. Now, pace played a big role in Delhi's win over CSK in Visakhapatnam last night, and it came from 2 wily domestic seamers who know a thing or two about taking pace off the ball and their variations. Setting the ball rolling for DC after CSK came out to chase a target of 192 was the left-armer Khalil, who made his India debut back in 2018. Khalil's experience was evident in the manner in which he kept hammering away at CSK opener Rachin Ravindra's strength by bowling just short of a length outside off stump. Ravindra kept playing and missing on a 2-paced surface and ended up eating 12 balls for just 2 runs before he mistimed one to mid-on. CSK skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad was forced to push at one that angle across him, and these 2 wickets from Khalil put the chasing team under immense pressure. Ishant Sharma and Akshar Patel kept up the good work, even as Anrik Nokia went for runs, and by the time Rishabh Pant called on Mukesh Kumar to bowl, the asking rate had touched 13 runs per over. Bowling the 14th over, Mukesh dismissed the set Rahane with a clever slow ball that the batter mistimed to a fielder in the deep. And then, off the next ball, Samir Rizvi was snapped up by Khalil at short third man. Just 2 runs from 2 wickets in the over had Mukesh making an astounding start to his outing. And his third wicket came when Shivam Dube gave a catch to long off to another good, slower delivery. Even though MS Dhoni hit 3 fours off the remaining balls in Mukesh's second over by reducing CSK to 120 for 6 at the start of the 17th over, Delhi had already wrapped up the result in their favour. Now, if there was one batter between the two teams that the fans in Visakhapatnam really wanted to watch, it was MS Dhoni. Not required to bat in CSK's first 2 matches, and having last batted in a match on May 29th of the last year when he was out for a golden duck in the final stage of the IPL final in Ahmedabad, Dhoni strode to the middle last night at the fall of Shivam Dube's wicket. There were nearly 4 overs left in the match, and CSK's required rate had crossed 18. And what did Dhoni do? Well, he pulled his first ball that he faced for 4 and then hit 2 more boundaries to end that over on 9 of 3 balls, a strike rate of 300. The fans in Vizag were on their feet, chanting Dhoni's name even though CSK were out of the match. And in a throwback innings to bygone IPL seasons when he enthralled his fans and finished matches for CSK, the 42-year-old finished on 37 of just 16 balls, having hit 3 sixes and 4 fours. The last over of the game, bowled by Anrik Nokia, went for 20 runs with Dhoni hitting 2 fours and 2 sixes. No part of the ground was safe with MSD in that kind of touch, and the fans, irrespective of what colour jersey they had on, went mad watching him bat. Not bad at all for a player who does not play any form of cricket between IPLs and who will turn 43 in July. Now the question is, will Dhoni promote himself in the future CSK matches this season, or will Tala be content slotting himself in at number 8 like he usually has over the past few seasons? Delhi Capitals skipper Rishabh Pant slammed a 32-ball 51 as Delhi brought up their first win of the season. Pant was 23 off 23 at one point, but he hit his next 8 balls for 28 runs before giving a catch to mid-off. His knock included 4 boundaries and 3 sixes, including his trademark hand-off the bat shot. This is what he said about his innings. He said, and I quote, "See, as a cricketer, I don't think about feeling like being back. But at the same time, I have to give my 100% each and every day. So what I did was I took my time initially because I haven't played much cricket in the last 1.5 to 2 years. So I thought I have to give myself enough time. At the same time, I kept believing that I could change the match at the end." When he was asked about how long he had to wait to be back on the field, he said 1.5 years. Because every day I love to be on the field, and this is something I've depended my life on. Yes, that 1.5 years was a wait, but at the same time, you've got to keep doing what you can as a cricketer and keep learning from it. I think I always had self-belief that whatever happens in life, I need to be back on the ground. He said that was the thought process, and I never thought about anything else. And it'll not just be Rishabh Pant's fans, but Indian cricket fans who would be thrilled by his performance. He's waited a long time, and so have they, and that was wonderful to watch. Rishabh Pant back to his batting best. Now, let's take a look at the points table as we go ahead. Kolkata Knight Riders are in the first position. Who would have thought, with 4 points? That's right, 2 matches, 2 wins, 4 points for Kolkata Knight Riders and a superior net run rate to Chennai Super Kings, who've actually played 3 games, but they have won 2, and that loss last night has cost them when it comes to their net run rate. There is, of course, DC, who are in the 6th, 7th position. There is Lucknow Super Giants, PBKS, RCB and Mumbai, who are yet to get going. Their matches tonight, and it'll be interesting to see what they do today. It's important. Mumbai are slow starters, but I think they are under pressure today to get a win under their belt. Okay, with that, we're going to slip into a short break. But when we come back, what is the Indian hockey team up to? We tell you more when we return.
India's ever-evolving urban landscape is witnessing a new revolution. And this one comes on four wheels.
The affluence has been growing. Cars are becoming more a reflection of what you are.
Nobody's talking about hatchbacks. Now what next? The next is the SUV.
The contribution of SUVs is close to 55-60% of the automobile sales these days.
Is that even manufacturers like to sell SUVs?
So, how did a nation obsessed with fuel economy come to love heavy gas-guzzling sports utility vehicles? Let's look at
Welcome back. Hockey India opened coffers for their players at its annual awards in the national capital. Over 150 athletes and support staff were honoured at the function in Delhi on Sunday. National hockey team captain Harmanpreet Singh says such recognition from the National Federation inspires a whole new generation of young athletes. He also shared his team's Olympic goals and plans in run-up to Paris 2024.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सर और बहुत दिल से धन्यवाद हॉकी इंडिया का कि जो फंक्शन करवाते हैं जो प्लेयर्स की जो अचीवमेंट्स है जो उनकी मेहनत को इतने अच्छे तरीके से सभी इकट्ठे करके लोगों को और जो स्पेशली जो हमारे पुराने प्लेयर हैं जब सब साथ में आते हैं तो एक माहौल अच्छा बनता है हॉकी फैमिली का तो ये चीज़ें बहुत इंस्पायर करती हैं सबको सर बहुत अच्छी बात है हमारा जो कैंप रहा है बहुत अच्छी ट्रेनिंग हुई है हमारी और जो फिटनेस पे हमने बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया है और जो टेक्निकल जो हमारा स्ट्रक्चर है हमने बहुत उस पर भी वर्क किया है तो अच्छी बात है कि हमें वो ओलंपिक से पहले ये अच्छे 5 मैचेस मिल रहे हैं हमें तो इसमें और ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट करने की कोशिश करेंगे बिल्कुल ओलंपिक में अब किसी 2 टीमों का या 3 टीमों को टारगेट नहीं कर सकते हैं क्योंकि ओलंपिक में सभी टीम्स अच्छी होती हैं एंड सभी का एक ही टारगेट होता है तो हमारा भी वही माइंडसेट है कि जो हमारा टारगेट है जो हमने सोचा है जिसको हम मन में रख के मेहनत कर रहे हैं इतनी तो वो अचीव करें तो सभी टीमें अच्छी हैं ये भूख तो आई थिंक आप में भी होगी सर सब में है और हम इसीलिए लगे हुए हैं सर क्योंकि हमें भी पता है कि ये इजी नहीं रहने वाला है पर जो हमारी प्रैक्टिस चल रही है जो कोच हमें बता रहे हैं आई थिंक टीम का जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो अच्छा चल रहा है सर तो कोशिश यही रहेगी कि मेडल इस बार कलर चेंज करें
Goalkeeper PR Sreejesh, a veteran of over 350 internationals for India, said team's first target is to reach the quarterfinals in the Olympics, where India have got a good draw, according to him. The Indian hockey team will be playing a 5-match series in Australia. Before the departure, Sreejesh said the series down under will help India prepare for the Olympics.
It's a wonderful occasion and great honor to be recognized as the best goalkeeper of India. And I mean, thanks to Hockey India for considering me for this prestigious award. And second thing, it's a kind of motivation for each and every player. You know, every year Hockey India is recognizing you, they're monitoring you closely, and they're supporting you with these awards. It's a kind of motivation for everyone to push hard to perform their best for their country. It's going to be a tough tournament for sure because it's a kind of rehearsal before Olympics, and it's you know, you especially know that Australians are different genes. They play tough hockey, you know, attacking hockey. So we just need to prepare for that, and we just need to be ready to take it, I mean, mentally and physically. And it's going to be really good for our preparation towards our Olympic Games because you know that what is we need to expect in Olympic Games. It's a really good draw. So see, in Olympic Games you cannot expect a better draw than this, and definitely Belgium and Australia is there in our pool, but there are another 3 more teams. So I believe that you don't need to look really into them. We can I mean, there are 2 other teams, but each point is important for us. So just go for that match, gain that point, and look forward. So that is important. And the first motto is always going to get a place in the quarterfinals because from there the real tournament starts.
And Indian women's hockey team captain Savita Punia is disappointed for missing the ticket to the Paris Olympic Games, while saying nothing can be done about the missed opportunity. She said the girls will now be focusing on the Pro League. Prior to that, a 60-member strong women's contingent will attend a national camp in Bengaluru.
काफ़ी अच्छा प्रोग्राम है और पिछले जितने भी हुए हैं हॉकी इंडिया एनुअल फंक्शन काफ़ी हम इंजॉय करते हैं और टीम में काफ़ी एक्साइटमेंट रहता है इस फंक्शन को लेके। वही ऑलरेडी आपने बोला कि जूनियर प्लेयर्स भी आते हैं, तो ये एक सबसे अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि जहाँ पे सभी टीम्स एक साथ इकट्ठा होती हैं और आपके पूरे साल की जो टूर्नामेंट्स के जो रिजल्ट रहते हैं उसके बेसिस पे आपको अवार्ड्स दिए जाते हैं। तो एक एथलीट के लिए शायद ये बहुत अच्छी बात है और हमें इस चीज़ की बहुत खुशी होती है कि हम हॉकी खेलते हैं और हमारी फेडरेशन अपनी तरफ से एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट से ये चीज़ें करती है। तो डेफिनेटली एक यंग प्लेयर्स के लिए, हमारे लिए भी और एक यंग प्लेयर्स के लिए बहुत मोटिवेट रहता है कि हमें हॉकी खेलना है और नेक्स्ट ईयर और अच्छा करना है और अच्छा करना है। अभी यही है कि अभी हमने लास्ट मंथ सीनियर नेशनल खेला था और वहाँ से 60 लड़कियाँ पिक की हैं और अभी हम आज रात को ही हमारी फ़्लाइट है, बेंगलोर जा रहे हैं, कैंप लग रहा है 60 गर्ल्स का और उसमें से फिर शॉर्ट लिस्ट होगा, 33 गर्ल्स सेलेक्ट होंगी और फिर नेक्स्ट मंथ प्रो लीग है, तो मेन फोकस प्रो लीग पे रहेगा। बिल्कुल जो चीज़ हो चुकी है उसको हम बदल नहीं सकते और ये चीज़ हमें स्पोर्ट्स सिखाती है कि हमें मूव ऑन करना है, शेड होना बनता है और होना भी चाहिए, तभी हम आगे और उस चीज़ से सीख के। और जब भी आप हमेशा बोलते हैं ना कि जीतने से आदमी उतना नहीं सीखता जितना हारने से सीखता है, तो हमारे लिए भी वही चीज़ रहेगी कि हम उस चीज़ पे देखेंगे, काम करेंगे कि क्या ऐसी चीज़ें रही थी जो हमारे लिए रूम फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट है और आगे नेक्स्ट ईयर जो भी बड़े टूर्नामेंट्स आएंगे तो उसमें हमें ये सब चीज़ों को कैसे डील करना है। बट मेन मुझे पता है कि मेरे से ज़्यादा बाकी सब प्लेयर्स भी और सब हम उतना ही सोच रहे हैं कि हमें एज ए टीम कैसे एक साथ चलना है और किन चीज़ों पे काम करना है। और टीम में काफ़ी प्लेयर्स हैं जो उन चीज़ों को ऑलरेडी समझ चुके हैं और सुनने के लिए रेडी हैं कि हमारा नेक्स्ट फोकस क्या होगा, क्या टारगेट होगा। तो जब शॉर्ट लिस्ट हो जाएगा उसके बाद यही डिसाइड किया कि हम एक मीटिंग रखते हैं और तब तक हमारे कोच भी आ चुके होंगे, जो नए कोच होंगे। तो मेन जो फोकस रहेगा वो पेनल्टी कॉर्नर, अटैक, डिफेंस, शूट आउट एंड फिटनेस, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि वुमेन्स हॉकी ने जो पिछले 3-4 साल में जो इम्प्रूवमेंट जो आई थी वो एक सबसे बड़ा रीज़न फिटनेस था। तो ये चीज़ें हम कंटिन्यू उन्हीं चीज़ों पे फोकस करेंगे और बीइंग ए सीनियर प्लेयर और कैप्टन ये मेरी भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि मैं टीम को मोटिवेट करूं और उनको ये चीज़ समझाऊं कि जो हो गया वो बदला नहीं जा सकता, बट फ्यूचर में आगे हमें कैसे करना है वो हमारे ही हाथ में है, क्योंकि वो चीज़ अभी हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते।
On to tennis, Yannick Sinner dominated Grigor Dimitrov 6-3, 6-1 on Sunday to win the Miami Open for the first time and rise to world number 2. The Italian fired a passing shot howling by his Bulgarian opponent for a crucial break in the first set and captured the opener with a brilliant backhand winner that brought the fans at Hardik Stadium to their feet. The 32-year-old Dimitrov, who's experienced a career renaissance this season, had no answer to Sinner's flawless game in the second set and was broken again when his backhand landed in the net to fall behind 3-1. Dimitrov badly missed an overhead to hand Sinner the 5-1 lead and did not even try to chase down Sinner's backhand winner on championship point. Australian Open champion Sinner, who scooped a second Masters 1000 title following his success in Canada last year, has won 25 of his last 26 matches and has only lost 3 times since last year's US Open. The 22-year-old will take over the world number 2 ranking from his rival Carlos Alcaraz on Monday and says he knows that he has a target on his back heading into the clay court season.
For sure it means a lot to me, but more importantly, it was a great performance for me, especially in the semi-final and final, which for me it's more important. Being number 2, it's an amazing feeling. I never thought to come to this point. I come from a very normal family. My dad is still working, as my mom do. So, it's for me. It's sport is one thing, and then life is different. So I'm very happy to be in this position. I'm just enjoying every moment. These are special days. Winning a tournament, it doesn't matter what kind of tournament. It's a special day. So It means a lot to me. I've started the season really well. I never thought to start it like this, but it also means that I stay in this moment. You know, whatever happened already, and you have every tournament where you go, you have a new opportunity, and that's how I see it. I have a great team behind me who pushes me. We know what we have to improve. Now the clay season is coming, so usually I struggle there. So let's see what I can do this year, and then we see, you know. And for sure, I'm living a good life now. I mean, I made a lot of matches, and I won 3 tournaments. So for me, it means a lot. But in the other way, after in 3-4 days, you have practice again and then try to get better. So let's see. I think the biggest change I've had is physical. We worked a lot physical in the gym, and this helps you also on the court. When in your mind you know that you can play for hours and hours, and you can maintain a certain level. On the court, for sure, the serve I have improved, which helps you a lot, especially, you know, when you have long rallies, and then the point after you make point with the serve helps you a lot.
Watch out Zverev, Alcaraz, as well as Medvedev, because he's the one to watch out for. He's been in absolute brilliant form, and this clay court season, he's the one to watch out for. That's it then from us. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
What made you take the decision to shift out?
Akhilesh ji is functioning within his party setup. How he takes decision is very opaque.
Did you feel the same opaqueness while dealing with India leaders?
No, there was no shared vision at all.
Rahul Gandhi